This recording presents to you some basic but very essential tools for analyzing syntax. I'll be talking about how you can distinguish finite verbs from non-finite verbs, how this is within the predicator, and how also within the predicator some of these finite verbs and non-finite verbs are lexical and some are helping verbs. These are also known in some books as auxiliary verbs, and among the helping verbs I also include what are called modal verbs. And finally, how to identify the head of the subject. So if we begin by first of all looking at how you can distinguish finite and non-finite verbs. So in this here, John kisses Mary, you have John is the subject, and kisses is the predicator, and Mary is the direct object. Somebody does something. Now, when there is only one verb in the predicator, then it is always a finite verb, because there is only one verb there. However, in this situation, there are two verbs in the predicator. John is kissing Mary. In this case, you have the finite verb here, and this is non-finite. The verb most to the left is the finite verb. This is non-finite. So, looking at this then, you have John has been kissing Mary. This is the predicator here, and the one most to the left is the finite verb. And this is non-finite, and this is non-finite. And finally, you have a situation here where there are four verbs in the predicator. The predicator begins here and ends there. And this is an example of a modal verb. So if there is a modal verb, then it is always finite. So this is a modal verb. It's a type of helping verb. This is a helping verb. This is a helping verb. And this is the lexical verb that tells you what is actually happening. But in all of these cases, this is non-finite, this is non-finite, and this is non-finite. Moving on to the lexical or the helping verbs, if we take the same example, John kisses Mary, because there's only one verb, then it is lexical. In this situation, there are two verbs in the predicator. This one carries the meaning of what is taking place in this clause. So this is the lexical verb, and this is a helping verb. If we continue here, this is the lexical verb, this is a helping verb, and this is a helping verb. What does it help to do? Well, it helps to see this event in a different kind of way. Here, John kisses Mary. It simply is a reflection of some kind of reality. John is kissing Mary. By adding this and also changing the verb here with this morph, then you make it, you show that it is some kind of progressive action taking place. And here, John has been kissing Mary. Well, the has been, this shows a kind of aspect. This shows that it has been taking place for a while, and there is still evidence of it now, for example. And when you say John may have been kissing Mary, then this is a lexical verb, this is a helping verb, this is a helping verb, and this too is a helping verb, but this helping verb is a modal help verb. And these are just ordinary help verbs. And this again is the lexical verb. These things you will need to be able to look at in different ways as the course progresses. Moving on to the head of the subject, here's an event. Something scratched the child. The cat scratched the child. So the essential message here is somebody did something, and it's cat. Cat scratch child. This is the head. Now on the B course book, this is called a determiner. But in the A course book, Grammar to Go, this is part of the pre-modifier. So consider which course you're studying and take that into account. Here, there has been an addition to this word, cat. The fat cat. The fat describes the cat. However, the cat is still the head. Cat scratched child. This is the head, and this is a pre-modifier, and this is a determiner if it's on the B course, so I'll write B course here. On the A course, both these things are called pre-modifiers. And in a way they're both good descriptions, but they're just different kinds of descriptions. Here you have the cat once more, only this time you have a pre-modifier here. These are pre-modifiers, and everything that comes afterwards, here to here, this is a post-modifier. In both cases, it tells you more about the cat. This describes it, and this tells you where the cat might be. Actually, looking at this now, I could say that as opposed to a post-modifier, this in fact could be an adverbial. It's analyzed in that kind of way. But we'll leave it for the time being. And here, the grey fat cat in the corner which lives across the street. This is the head. Here we have the pre-modifiers. And in the corner here is an adverbial. But this which lives across the street, it refers to the cat. And all of this here is a post-modifier. The important thing for you to know is what is the head of the subject. And in each case, this is the head of the subject. And it is the head which must agree with the verb. We'll see an example of that in a moment. Let's look at one more example. The directors have issued a warning to their senior staff. Now, is it the directors has issued or have issued? Perhaps you can go on instinct and then know it's have. But if you're unsure, how can you find out which one is which? Well, you have to find the head. Is the head singular or plural? If it's in plural, then it's have. What's the head here? The directors is still the head. This is pre-modification, and this is post-modification. But this is still the head, and the head must agree with the verb. Once again, you see now how the subject is even longer, but the head is still the same. You have pre-modification, and then you have post-modification. How about here? If it's enjoy, what form of the verb will we use? Is it enjoy or enjoys? The grey cat fat which lives in the house across the street enjoys living, or enjoys catching mice, or enjoy catching mice? Well, it's what is the head? This is the head. The head of the subject must agree with the verb. So the cat enjoys catching mice. All of this could conceivably be left out. The bare essential message is cat enjoys catching mice. And here, the long-serving directors of the company, is it have issued a warning or has issued a warning? Well, what is the head? What is the essential message? Well, the essential message is directors issued a warning. So this is the head. So the directors have issued. That brings us to the end of this recording. I hope that you have found it useful.